Hey everyone, Beldams here, or Peach, or Cereal, whichever account you find me on. I'm going to be reviewing some 60 grassy gameplay that took place earlier with Jgsalem. But first, I'd figured I'd show you my book. So it is a very minion orientated book, so if you are going to use it and you're playing against someone like Owa or Tubby, then you're probably lost, to be honest, because it's a greedy book and it's it's only really strong against the current meta slash generic that people run. So it does have 7 minions, so you do kind of cycle through minions a lot, but the overall end game that I plan for, minion wise, is to end up with two trolls, your totem, and your swarm, which is the optimal minions to have out for this book, and that'll be full size trolls. So we'll jump into the gameplay and we'll start it off. So I'm going to be pointing out misplays on both my side and Jgsalem's side because we all make misplays or don't make the correct play the way you want it to play out. So I'm going to start off with I'm going to obviously hop over to JG and try and sank trap him to make him try and spend to get out. And by spend, I mean use a blast from the past to maybe just try and get out, but he does have spirit up and he can hop out quite easily, which isn't necessarily a problem because I tend to sit in towers a lot in this book because a lot of people at the minute don't run any really good D tower like Pebble. So he is going down the right hand side, which I'll just pause there. If I was Jgsalem, I'd go down the left just because he is in damageable range from mech arrow or whatever arrow you run or any any form of directional attack from where I am can hit him. Whereas if he went to the left, or even just up in the corner here, I'm at a disadvantage if I need to D-tower to try and hit him. So I'll just point that out. Like I say, it's only a minor misplay, what it looks like on paper, but I would say that it does cost him the game just going down to the right hand side here because I think he just gets a bit stumped on what to do when he's down here and he's got no like protection shield. So he does summon Swarm, which is an okay move. So I do a lot of zoning because it's a minion book. I'd prefer to him to be somewhere where he can't reach me and I can summon freely without any risk of their minions getting shock bombed or killed on spawn. So if he's charging javelin there, what I'd do if I was JG is start creating space because he knows that I've got mech arrow. So if he, like I said, he summons pegs this next turn, or well, this turn, which again he's trying to make a zombie peg in a mech arrow-able range when he should be digging inwards to create space so he can get his zombies created safely away from them just dying as soon as they're made. Yeah, he's not too sure what to do with his spirit. I mean, it's kind of a useless minion at the minute. I don't know if you run shock shield in this game, but yeah, it just didn't really do anything. So I've put my gargoyle here to try and block Ray, but again, I'd say this is a slight misplay for me because if Ray comes down here, I'm pretty sure it kills all three minions and damages my tower. But luckily, he didn't have Ray. So yeah, there he goes. He's just setting up his zombie peg. So he's summoned a boar here, which again, it's really good for me because that's going to just start digging in my way and it's going to create an opportunity for me to get to him while he's in a confined area. So yeah, I'm not stressing about the spawn on that ball, so I'm just going to start making my trolls, getting them big. So there is a slight misplay from me here. I should have watched my jump really because now I've got one troll stuck there. which if I was Jgsalem now, I'd blast from the past. The ice shield had moved my bow out the way, and I'd fly up and flash that one troll because it's just value on the board at the moment. And if he takes it out, I'm spending hydrate to hydrate one troll to max, which can be, I wouldn't say easily trapped, but more trappable than having to deal with two big trolls. But again, for whatever reason, he just decides to charge spear. So we do try and hit the spirit here, and yeah, it's too far down. But again, it's not nothing that I'm worrying about, to be honest, because it's just not doing anything. It's just taking up a minion slot for him, if anything. So I did completely whiff a hydrate there, which was pretty shocking. And again, here, it it's a difficult position for JGS. So I'm just going to abbreviate his name, JGS, because if he comes up with how my minions was positioned, he can't really sink them. So he decides to go for the trap on the swarm, which I can just open by supercharging my trolls. So again, he's in a really bad position here at the moment, and he should be thinking, how can I get to the left side to start repositioning? But it looks like he's just adamant on making that zombie peg, which, as I mentioned before, I can just pick off with a mech arrow now and I get Pegasus killed and I get the swarm that is just spawned killed. So he's going to have to wait another 4 turns just to summon another swarm. So I think he summons another boar here. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, he summons another boar. Or again, probably, oh no, another Pegasus. Again, it's a move that I just wouldn't make when he should be focusing on creating himself space to be summoning them Pegasus inside rather than staying where he is. Because he's not moved since he's gone down to the side. He's been in the ice shield since, so I'm just going to start putting pressure on now and walking down and sanking to open it up that little bit more, just ready for getting my trolls in. So it is this turn that he summons a pig, which again I'm more than happy with because I've got 2 max trolls, so I know I can zombify that pig when it charges up into me. It's going to get stuck in my tower. He does summon another pig. So, I mean, there he goes. Now he's creating space, which he should have started doing before. I do make another slight, I won't call it a misplay, but I missed an opportunity here. So, I do zombify this first pig. I could have zombified the second pig too, but I end up letting it die in. So, I jump this troll across when really I should have jumped that troll across, hit the pig, moved that out of the way, and jumped my other troll back across. Oh wait, no, I should have just jumped my first troll across that's already hit this pig, because that way I'd have had the opportunity to zombify both pigs instead of just the one. Instead it just dies, which again isn't, I wouldn't say it's a misplay, but it's something that I missed an opportunity on, which again you take all of the opportunities you can get in 60 grassy. So another, I wouldn't say misplay, but again missed opportunity is I could have moved my troll out of the way and hit my swarm on the pig on top of the tree to kill it a bit quicker. But again, it's one of them. It's not necessarily a misplay, but more a missed opportunity. So again, now I'm just going to start adding that pressure by flashing it open. So again, he's in a really tricky spot here now because either my pig comes in or he has to kill the pig, which opens it for me. So again, I'm through here now, so I can go down. I can sank if I have javelin in my book, which sometimes switch out for mech arrow. I can javelin him. I can kill the swarm. But what I decide to do is I hop up, blast from the past a hole, so my trolls can fit, and I flash down again just to like add that extra pressure. So again, I'd say this is probably a misplay from me. So what I've noticed during this replay is where my troll's positioned here, he could flash me if he blasts from the past me off or hits me with last. Fucking I've lost my words. Hits me with the swarm and a fall off, he can flash me. He can blast from the past my troll here so it falls down, and again he's got free reign to go all the way over to the other side of the map and tree up here. So he has again the opportunity to reposition where he was. And I'm at max minions already, so I can't exactly summon a totem to do the digging for me, so it's going to take a bit more time to get to him. But he, he does. I don't know what he's thinking with this move. He does know that I do have Sanctuary, but for some reason he decides to Ice Shield me and uses SS, which isn't a move that I'd have gone for. I'd have sunk myself. Well, yeah, I'd have sunk myself if I was JJS. So again, misplay there by me, hit my own troll, which isn't a big deal because I don't think I'd have been able to get it through without hitting the Pegasus anyway. So I did notice while in game on my last mistake too. So what I've done this time is move the gargoyle down. So if my troll is blast from the past, it'll land on my gargoyle and he's still trapped there, so he can't just fly out and reposition. So I just go ahead and sanctuary here just to add again that bit of extra pressure to remove his prot shield and to nullify his swarm for a turn. Again, another really questionable move here, summoning a boar in this kind of position. When, yeah, I take care of the swarm, my troll's free back up and I can just drop out of Sank and sink him. Which again, telly mid map, so I've got easy access to both sides of the map by jumping. So yeah, he's in a really bad position at the moment. So what I do here now is move my gargoyle across because the lust on the gargoyle it doesn't create that much area of effect on the surrounding terrain. It kind of just damages and stays where it is. So you'll see in a moment when I lust, it doesn't create space for him to tower right away or make any moves on escaping. So I do try and think of a way where I can keep this pig, but then it's like I I don't really need it at this point, so I just set my swarm up in a position where when it switches to JGS's turn, this pig's just going to sink in himself. So as you can see there, I've just lusted, and he's got no area whatsoever to tower up or to really make any moves at this point, to be honest. Yeah, so as you can see, there goes the pig. So he does try the javelin, but he didn't charge it enough to kill my gargoyle, so I can get the aura stack and zombify my gargoyle at the same time. So again, it's just added value at this point. Just getting it ready, just to make sure that it's going to hit both my gargoyle and JGS. Okay. And I'm just going to do the same again. I'm just going to lust because it doesn't create that much terrain for him to get out and tower. So there, he should have really dropped the tree further down to block off. Because my swarm, it can just fly down here where it's not hitting the tree, and I can just lust him again. Whereas if he placed the tree further down, my swarm's trapped up top, and if I lust him again, he can just drain my gargoyle. And again, I can't reach him to to make that lethal move. As you see, I can just move my swarm down and just lust again. I don't really need to be doing anything else in this situation. Like I can just move my gargoyle down again, hit with the swarm, and lust again because he's at that HP now where if he kills my gargoyle, I've still got lethal with my swarm. Whereas if he places tree further down, I wouldn't have lethal. So he does drain my gargoyle here, thinking that it'll turn to stone, where zombie gargoyles, they don't turn to stone, they just automatically die. So I'm looking at the situation, and straight off the bat, I'm like, my swarm doesn't fit through that little ice shield area next to the tree. So I'm already trying a different move without even trying it, to be honest, which, again, I wouldn't say it's stupid, but I should have probably tried it before trying to get my trolls down there. So, I mean, Achilles peg, and ta-da, my swarm fits through. And that's pretty much it. There is misplays on both sides, but the severity of the misplay for JGS, I would say, is going down this right side rather than the left side. If he went down the left side, it'd have been a totally, completely different game. But he's a good player. I'd say he's fairly new to the 60 grassy scene. He's not been around for forever. I've seen him come up from games when he was first starting out, and he's come a long way, and he's definitely getting there. But yeah, I'm just going to end it there. First video, probably shit, but yeah, see you.